Hi, I'm Dave Kelly. My law office is here in Minnetonka, Minnesota. I'm near St. Louis Park, Golden Valley, right on the border. Also, Plymouth is across the street. And this is the second in my series of short videos about bankruptcy. And on this one, I want to talk about how do you claim your assets as exempt in a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. The theory of a Chapter 7 bankruptcy is that when you file the bankruptcy, at that moment, all of your assets belong to the bankruptcy trustee. My goal, however, is to make the bankruptcy trustee give you back all your assets because they're all exempt. And the way we do this is by claiming the assets as exempt. And the thing you need to remember and understand about a bankruptcy in Minnesota is that you've got a choice between two different lists that you can use for claiming your assets as exempt. You've got to claim either the state exemption list or the federal exemption list. Now, the federal exemption list is my favorite because it has an $11,000 catch-all where you can claim anything that doesn't fit under any other category. Now, the things that might not fit under any other category would be your cameras, your boat, and I hope it's a small one, your tools, your golf stuff, your camper, sometimes your snowmobile, and I hope it's an old one that isn't worth very much. But those types of things don't fit under any category in the state exemptions. The only way to claim them as exempt is under the catch-all exemption in the federal exemptions, and that's $11,000. If you're married and you're filing jointly, you each get an $11,000 catch-all. The thing I don't like about the federal list is that you only get $20,000 of equity in your house. You can double that if you're married and you own the house jointly and you're filing the bankruptcy jointly. Now, under the state list, the state exemptions, we can claim, as of August 1st, when the amount goes up because the laws just got amended, you can claim $300,000 of equity in your house. If you're married and you're filing jointly, under the state exemption law, that does not double. $300,000 is what you get. That's all you get. And in order to qualify for that, you have to have lived here in Minnesota for over 3.5 years. For most of my clients, I mean, if they've got equity, that much equity in their house, that's just not a problem. So I invite you to go to my Chapter 7 page at my website at mn-bankruptcy.com and review the federal exemption list, which I have there, and review the state exemption list, which I have there, and see which one works best for you as far as fitting all of your assets under one category or another so we can claim it as exempt. My goal for you, if you need a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, is to be able to make a pile of your bills here in the middle of my desk and make them all go away. And to have you keep all of your assets and not have the trustee get anything from you, or to have the trustee get very little from you. In a case where we use the state exemptions, it's not unusual for there to be a couple $1,000s of assets which we can't claim as exempt, and in most cases, you can buy those assets back from the bankruptcy trustee. You just got to pay him. Like if the trustee decides you've got a couple $1,000s of assets that aren't exempt, that means you're going to pay the trustee a couple $1,000 and then you're still going to keep your stuff. A lot of times that's a very, very small price to pay if you've got $30,000, $50,000, or $100,000 of unsecured debts that we're getting rid of. So that's enough for this video. I intend to make more on other bankruptcy-related topics. Remember, you can find my materials at mn-bankruptcy.com, and you can call me for free at 952-544-6356.